Whoa.
What is going on, guys? Fraser Wilson here. Today we're going to be doing a full day of eating, and it couldn't be a better day for it, right? So right now I am cutting down body fat as well as maintaining as much muscle mass as I can. So I thought it would be a really great idea to show you exactly what I eat today to ensure that you can actually progress in terms of your fat loss. So we got the first meal right here, and I'm very excited to eat it because I'm pretty damn hungry. The first meal that we have here, guys, is going to be rice, chicken, and veg, as well as some fats, which is going to be the almond butter that I mentioned. Now, this meal here is my breakfast technically, but I do intermittent fasting, which for those of you unaware is just when you fast for a period of time in the morning and you have your breakfast kind of later on in the day. So this is technically breakfast, but not really, and that's why it's not really like toast or eggs or oatmeal or whatever it might be in terms of breakfast foods. So the breakdown of this meal, guys, what we have is 250 grams of basmati white rice, which is the best rice you will ever have in your life. Now, just for a quick overview of how to cook the rice, what you're gonna do is however much rice you wanna cook up in terms of your diet, you just wanna double that in water. So say you put 1 cup of uncooked white rice in a rice cooker, you're gonna put 2 cups of water, and that's gonna equate to a nice fluffy consistency. So then we've got the chicken, and overall, guys, the chicken recipe is just gonna be Moroccan seasoning, mixed herbs, a bit of coconut oil on the pan, and you cook it up in there. Now, I do have a full recipe on the chicken breast because it is freaking delicious, guys. Like, look at this. Holy guacamole. It's just tender, it's just juicy, it just tastes amazing. And the best thing about this is you cook it in bulk and it will remain nice and moisturized, because frankly, a lot of the times if you cook chicken in bulk, it turns out really dry once you reheat it and all that kind of stuff. It's not pleasant. So that's the plan. The recipe is gonna be up there or up there, whatever you wanna do. And then we have the almond butter. So that's just a bit more fats. And I know it sounds a bit weird, but I like to put peanut butter, almond butter on pretty much anything. And if you think about it, it's kind of like half of a satay sauce, besides like the dairy part. So it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn neat. This meal has been quite extensive, but what we have on top is gonna be mixed herbs as well as pink Himalayan salt. That's the best to go. It's gonna be freaking fantastically tasting, and it adds a lot of texture by using these. Then to accompany that, I'm gonna have 1 cup of water as well as 2 vitamin... Jesus Christ, that was horrible. 2 vitamin Ds and 2 fish oils down the hatch. So yeah, for reference, guys, the macros and everything, if you're curious, are gonna be right there. That's the calories and the macros. Yeah, for time reference, because a lot of you guys ask me, it's fucking 12 o'clock, midday, Christmas Eve. Fantastic. Merry Christmas, by the way. See you soon. Alrighty, guys, so you're probably wondering why the hell I'm as red as a tomato, and that is because I just got done finishing cardio. So as of right now, I'm doing cardio after my first meal, pretty much because it's summer, I wanna get a bit of sun, and what better way to get your cardio in than to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get a tan at the same time. So cardio for me is also known as playing basketball or dominating every single person on the court. It's pretty fun, it's pretty good. So that is why I'm a tomato, guys. Anyway, about to get the second meal going, but I've got a bit of dilemma here. I'm in such a crossroad here. It's like a fork in the road. I'm like, do I shave my mustache or whatever? You know what I mean? It's not really there. Or do I leave it and commit? Because frankly, I've never left it over like 3 days. Quick update, guys, I am shaving it off. Not ready to commit to that. Probably will never be ready to commit to it. All right, meal number 2 coming up. So what we have here, guys, this is essentially my pre-workout meal. So I'll have my breakfast, if you want to call it a breakfast, then I'll do cardio. Then I'll have my pre-workout meal, which is going to be my favorite meal of the day probably, or like favorite meal of recently. There's some guy freaking mowing his lawns. Does he know I'm trying to film a video? Probably not. Probably gotta let him know. Stop fucking mowing your lawns, mate. So what we have here is a big bad sweet potato. This is a red sweet potato, which if you have not had, I would recommend trying it out because it actually is super duper nice. Then we've got the asparagus, which because I'm cutting, I'm gonna throw in a significant amount of green vegetables throughout the day just to keep me like more satiated, more full, as well as get that fiber and the nutrients I need considering I'm not getting too much food in. Then some chicken breast from what I cooked before, as well as some pink salt and mixed herbs. So I'm gonna put those seasonings on pretty much every single meal that has vegetables or any kind of savory item. In order to cook the sweet potato, I'm sure you're asking yourself, like beating yourself up, how the fuck did he cook that? I'll put it in the microwave, okay? It's pretty easy. What you're gonna do is put the microwave in the baked potato. That doesn't make any sense. Jesus, what happened there? What you're gonna do is put the sweet potato in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes for 100 grams of uncooked. So say you're doing 100 grams, you're gonna put it in for about 2.5 minutes. Now it's gonna depend on how powerful your actual I've been holding it like this for like so long. It's gonna depend on how powerful your microwave is. Mine's a freaking beast, so I can do it pretty quick. Yeah, in other news, guys, I've got a pretty irregular tan. Let me take my top off too much. Anyway, I've got a pretty, actually it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm not sure why I took my top off. Anyway, I've got a pretty irregular tan. It's because I stand up too much. I never lay down. In fact, if I lay down, I just can't. I can't lay down to tan. It's too boring unless I actually fall asleep. Then I can't do it. Yeah, anyway, that is meal number 2. I'm gonna go down to the gym and I'm not gonna take you through the workout in the gym because this is my video. I'm gonna do what I want. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you meal number 3, guys. It's gonna be delicious. But on that note, guys, if you're new here, subscribe, drop a like, and also, if you do actually want to see workouts from me, you want to head over to my Instagram because that is where all my workout content is going to be. The YouTube is going to be more for the meals and just day-to-day life kind of thing. I'm not really going to do too many workouts on there because it's going to, it's going to be double up. There's no point in doing that. So go check the Instagram out, you sexy motherfuckers. Oh, and macros, calories, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff you want to know, it's right there. Meal number 3, guys. It is currently 6:56 in the PM. It's pretty late. We are not on track here with the full day of eating. Anyway, guys, so this is the post-workout meal. I just did a back and tricep workout with a little bit of cardio at the end. Feeling pretty freaking fantastic, to be honest, and I'm so excited to get into this. Now, I have to mention that I auto-regulate my days, so for my full day of eatings, my macros are gonna vary significantly because depending on how much I weigh in the morning, how I'm feeling, how I'm looking, how I'm performing in the gym, I'm gonna have more carbs, more fats, more proteins, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna auto-regulate day to day. And today is calling for more carbohydrates. So that's what this is all about, a lot more carbs. So essentially, there's too many ingredients in this freaking thing to list them all. So instead, I'm gonna put it over the video why I mentioned today's sponsor of this video. And that sponsor is Santa Claus, the man himself. He goes through way too much on a yearly basis. Annually, we're expected for him to come through, go to each and every house. Somehow he's meant to fit down the chimney, and he's struggling now because he's putting on weight, and that's gonna catch up to him in the future. Mrs. Claus isn't happy, reindeer isn't happy, Rudolph the freaking red-nosed motherfucker, he's not fucking happy. I think that's about enough, right? You got all the ingredients? Yes, very nice. Anyway, the macros, calories, all that kind of stuff is right there. Nonetheless, this is probably the most delicious post-workout meal of your life. And I do have a video on exactly how to prepare it on my YouTube channel somewhere. If you search for it enough and make sure you subscribe while you're there, you will probably find it. Now, I forgot to mention that pre-workout or intra-workout, should I say, I had a scoop of tri-carb. So this, as I said, I'm having higher carbs today, and this is essentially just a carbohydrate formula, and it's perfect for when you actually work out because it's gonna shuttle to your muscles quite quickly because it digests very quick. So that is perfect. That's what I had. 1UP supplements. There's also a scoop of 1UP whey in here. You can save 20% using the code FraserFit. Yeah, shameless plug. This is better than sex. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this whole video is like that clip from Talladega Nights, I think it's called, where Ricky Bobby's just like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with this video. Just gonna eat this.
Whoa. Chase the money. Bitch, be for real. Let's make a deal. Bitch, be for real.
Alright guys, that is gonna wrap up the full day of eating. Well, not really, because there's still these 2 meals left, which I'm gonna walk you through. So I've cooked both up as one. So this is meal number 4, meal number 5, respectfully, because you know what, I was gonna cook them up at the same time, so I thought I might as well. So I was gonna save some time with this video. So these are some pretty delicious meals. To take you through it here, guys, the first thing that we have, the meal number 4, is gonna be sweet potato, broccolini, and egg whites. Now, I've got some almond butter in the sweet potato, and it is a regular sweet potato this time because I like to live on the edge. Not really, I just like to get some variety in my diet. So essentially this here meal, I would usually have like an egg with to add some extra flavor to the egg whites, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But because this is a higher carb day and a lower fat day as such, I'm cutting out the egg and I'm just having more carbohydrates. So the macros, quantities of food and whatnot are gonna be right there. The final meal that I will have is gonna be a tuna bowl. This is like a freaking delicious meal. It's pretty simplistic, but trust me, it packs a ton of flavor. And that is gonna be just 2 cans of tuna and oil. I use the Serena brand because it's sustainably caught. For one, it's going to have a lot lower mercury, but also it's going to be delicious. So much better than those other shitty, cheap brands. So trust me, make the investment. It's like double the price, but it's worth it, totally. So then we got kale, which is a great fucking vegetable. Freaking fantastic. It's honestly one of the best. Honestly, green veg, as you can see, I'm not really having too many salady type things like cos lettuce or tomatoes or beetroot, any of that kind of stuff. I like to keep it super, super simple when I'm cutting down and just pretty much nail the macros, and that way I look the best, 100%. So we've got basmati rice under there again. I cooked up some more, so it's fresh, ready to eat. So I'm probably gonna knock down both of these at once, to be honest. Save that for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, comment down below anything you want, subscribe if you're new here, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one, guys. Probably be in South Africa, so I'll see you then.